Here's to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal lavender will reach in the skies. Through tarot and starlight we'll always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet, gentle tune.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you're watching this video. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. And I am your host, Crystal Lavender. I know. Some people are like, what, you born to be a stripper or a hippie? I'm like both, okay? But I'm going to drop it like it's hot, but I'm not going to get back up. I'm going to creep my way back up, you know what I mean? So we are going to do the March reading for Libra, my team Libra. Hello, hello. So we're going to start out with general messages. I have a lot of cool things going on behind the scenes right now. Like I am revamping my whole website, adding personal readings, doing a whole newsletter. So welcome to the sanctuary, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It's a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me. Big bada boom, multi-pass, chicken good. Okay, Libra. Team Libra, what sort of general messages do we have for Team Libra? We're going to start off with general, and we'll go into finance, and then we'll go into love, okay? Okay. General messages for Team Libra. What do we have for Team Libra? General messages for Libra. I hope you guys are surviving this Venus retrograde. Like, I'm a Libra too, so this Venus retrograde has completely flipped my whole life upside down. All around, in all kinds of areas, all over the place. Standing there with my mouth open, what just happened? So I hope you guys are surviving this Venus retrograde, because OMG, oh my God. Okay. Sometimes everything's got to fall apart in order for it to fall into place, right? And that doesn't exclude me or anybody else. So as rough as it's been, like I'm grateful, because sometimes things need to happen to light a fire in your ass kind of shit. So what do we got for Team Libra? Page of Pentacles. Ooh, you starting a new business adventure? Manifestation. Financial opportunities. King of Pentacles. What? Well, this isn't supposed to be a financial part of it, but I guess it's going straight to finance. So your whole financial sector of your life might be taking a there might have been a fire lit under your butt, okay? You might have a fire lit under your booty to get some stuff done, to change things around. Sometimes we are blessed with desperation, right? Like we have no choice. We have no choice but to do what it is that we got to do. And I think that it's taking you a lot of courage. Like you're coming up with a lot of courage. You're facing this challenge head on, you're living on faith, resilience. The Nine of Wands, courage, faith, resilience. The Last Stand. You're prepared for the worst, but it's not that you're manifesting the worst, but you've got your eye on that worst case scenario. It's like you can see it on the corner of your eye. Like you're like, all right, I see you over there. Let's do what we can do to change the situation while we have time to do it. But it looks like you're having an uptick, and because you got the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Judgment. So you're rebirthing something, rebirthing your business idea, rebirthing your business plan, completely revamping. Like I just said, I'm revamping my whole business stuff, walking away from anything. Like you might've been disappointed. There might've been something that happened that is like forcing you to do what you got to do. Sometimes that fire, man, the universe comes in and pokes you with a hot stick. Like, get up, get moving. Like, what are you going to do? Lay there? Just going to lay there and wallow? No more wallowing. You're not allowed to wallow anymore, Libra. So it might be slow movement, and it's taking a lot of your out. Like, you've got to put in the action. Like, this just isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to fall out of the clear blue sky. All right. It's going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of commitment, a lot of courage, determination, persistence. I feel like you're being tested right now. You're being tested, you know, collaboration, teamwork. There are people that are on your team, because if they're not on your team, then they're in your way. So make sure you do like a energy check with the people that you surround yourself with, because if they're not on your team, then they're in your way. If the people that are in your immediate surroundings aren't cheering for your success, you know, helping you get there, then what are they there for? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Why are they in your life? Why are you wasting your time with those people? Don't be wasting time with people that don't want to see you succeed, okay? That don't like what it is that you're doing. Like, drop all the people that think that your dreams are out of reach or unobtainable. All right. You don't need that negative self. You don't need that sort of negative talk in your life. Your dreams are obtainable. All right. That's going to require you a lot of persistence. You know, and some of you might have gone through a bout of depression. You got the Nine of Cups reversed. That's that Venus and Mercury are in retrograde. Okay. Like, my life hasn't flipped upside down like that in some years. Like, it's been pretty peaceful for the last like four years or so. And whoo boy, some shit came in like a wrecking ball, man. And it reminded me of how wonderful the peaceful really is. Like, I haven't felt that sort of energy in a really long time. So it made me look back and realize like how wonderful I've really had it. Like, you know, the last couple of years have been really, really chill. And I can't say that this year's been bad, but who did some stuff come through and shake it up. So I feel like you're in a time right now, like you're just picking your energy back up. You're getting your energy back up. You might have been recharging your batteries. You could have been going through a bout of depression, but you can't stay there. All right. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, but that's sometimes, Libra. Only sometimes, not all the time. Just sometimes. Everything in moderation, right? Like, too much wind, you get a hurricane. Too much water, you get a tsunami. Too much fire, you could burn down the whole friggin' forest and shit. So, too much earth, you get a landslide. It's like everything in moderation. You can't have too much can't have too much. All right. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, but you got to get up. You got to get yourself moving. You know, because you're a natural leader. People are following your example. You have an example to set. You got haters to piss off. You got people to prove wrong. You know, you got people that you need to make proud. You got people that you need to prove wrong. You got people over there watching you with popcorn, you know, and take that leap of faith. Take that leap. Don't be taking leaps of doubt, but you got to give it your 100%. You know, you can't just wallow. You can't be wallowing. No wallowing, Libra. All right. What do we got for finances? Even though that's kind of seemed like it started out with finances. If you're worried about your finances, it looked like it was going to get an uptick. You know, but it's going to require your participation. You have to participate in your own success. And it's okay. Like, if you fail, like, I don't know how many times I've failed. I have failed over and 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 over again. All right. You know? But that don't stop me. Like, I'm still rocking it. I'm still going strong, still rocking it. You can't let failure stop you. It's a minor setback, minor inconvenience, a learning lesson. Ace of Wands. I don't know. The Star card. It feels like you haven't been so hopeful about your finances. Star in reverse. There's something about it that, like, you might have been a little pessimistic about, or you might feel that it's all for nothing. You You know, you might be tempted to walk away from a job or a situation. All right. But, you know, you're still holding on strong. Like you haven't seen the rewards of your effort yet. And it's just moving really, really slow. Things are moving really, really slow. You know, and you're starting to wonder if you made the right move or if you're on the right path or if you did the right thing. Starting to wonder if it's going to end. You know, should I end this? Am I doing the right thing? You know, is this my purpose? Is this what I really am supposed to be doing? But that death card, that reminds me of Archangel Azrael, dude. Archangel Azrael is my favorite angel. Would you regret not trying? You know? Don't do stuff that you're going to regret on your deathbed. You know, we usually don't regret the chances that we take and we fail. You know, we usually regret the things that we never even tried in the first place. So if there's something that you're really, really passionate about, you really want to give it your all, give it your all, give it your all, go for it. Right? There's definitely a cycle completion. This is a major, major step towards like some sort of pattern in your life. All right. Put a freaking stick in those wheels and make this pattern stop. The death card, the world card, and the upright, whatever it is that you've been doing that has not been, I don't feel like you've been giving it your all, or you don't feel like do you feel like you are in the wrong spot doing the wrong thing? What do you got going on, Libra? Six of Cups, not getting the recognition. You just don't see it yet. You don't see it yet. You're not seeing the pentacles yet. You're worried about your finances. You know, and there's been something that, like, when I looked up my Venus retrograde horoscope, it said all areas of your life are going to be affected by this Venus retrograde, and you're ruled by Venus as well because you're a Libra. So with this Venus retrograde, man, like it's going to delay all kinds of things. It said that your finances might come to a complete stop, you know, and that shit was so on point. Like it absolutely, my world and my experience, like everything came to a complete halt. Everything in my life turned completely around, and that included my finances. It wasn't just disrupted, like it came to a complete halt. And you're wondering what you're supposed to do. Like I kind of feel like there's like this sense of urgency, but at the same time, like you're like living on faith, you know, living 100% on faith, you know, but it makes you feel a little bit weak, you know. You don't know what strategy to take. You don't know which way to turn. Like, am I doing the right thing? Like you don't feel like you're doing the right thing. You know, you're wondering if you made a wrong move somewhere. You know, what did I, like, almost like, well, what did I do? You know, what did I do? Who do I got hating on me? Do I got somebody like cursing me or what? But it feels like it's just like that. It like everything goes up and everything comes down. You know, it's just part of the life. It's part of the fluctuations of life. We have the valleys and we have the peaks. And right now, everything is being rearranged. It's all being rearranged. You know, but you will come up with some creative idea. Like you have succeeded no matter what. You have overcome and survived 100% of every single obstacle and tribulations that you have ever been through. Like you have always come out. Okay, everything that you need will be provided for you. Like you will not go without. All right, you will not go without. Some of you are really worried about a worst case scenario. All right, but have faith in the universe, have faith in your ability, because you have survived everything, and you'll continue to survive everything. You know, it might be by the hair of your chinny chin chin, but you're gonna make it. All right, you're gonna make it. You might want to cleanse your house too. And beware of anyone from the past wanting to come back in. Hating on your body image or exercise routine. Is that you? You got some sort of body dysmorphia? Working on your own insecurities there? Like, is that part of your financial problem? You know, like you don't know You don't know about your appearance or something. Like you're so too worried about your appearance. You think that you would do better if you were smaller, or if you were a baller, if you were 6 foot taller. You know what I mean? Let's look at your love. Let's look at single Libras in love. What's going on for the single Libras in love? Single Libras in love. What do we got? Are you just like not happy? You got 9 of Cups in reverse. You got Page of Cups in reverse. You're like, I don't give a fuck. I love. What's love? What's love got to do with it? What's love but a secondary motion? Your Temperance in reverse. Don't be out there overindulging, okay? You aren't going to find the answers at the bottom of a bottle. I guarantee you that. It'll just create more problems. But it feels like you don't care. Like you're like, I don't care about about love. Shoot, I got my circle dot shot. I am cootie free. It's like you you got some sort of bad attitude. You're like, if the opportunity presents itself, cool, but I ain't out there looking. It's like you're not out there chasing. You ain't chasing. You probably don't even chase your whiskey. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't all straight, no chaser. Be raw dogging that shit. You're just focused on your empire right now. You're like, okay, cool. If love comes, if it finds me, cool. But I ain't out there looking for it. You know, like you'll take that leap of faith if it shows up. But with that 9 of Cups in reverse, that Page of Cups in reverse, you're like, I ain't out there. I ain't moving. Like my ass is planted in my throne. I am working on my empire. I am trying to be the best person that I can be. You know, like you single Libras, you feel like you are unfuckwithable. Sun in the upright, you're like you're happy, go lucky, looking good, smelling good, feeling good. You know, trying to get all your shit together. You're like, like, what do I need? What do I need? Do I need a partner? No, I don't need a partner. Like anytime that I have a partner, it's like I just end up like fucking all up. You know, it fucks all my shit all up. It's like it fucks up my job, it fucks up my mentality, it fucks it all up. It's like I ain't trying to fuck myself. I could fuck myself up all by myself, okay? I don't need your help to fuck me up. Like I ain't trying to get all fucked up with you or over you. Like you're just working on your job, your pentacles. I don't feel like you care about love right now, Libra. You're like, love, that is the devil. That foosball is the devil. You're just trying to break the chains. You're trying to break your patterns. You're trying to, build your empire. You're not trying to chase nothing. You ain't chasing nothing. Trying to manifest, trying to heal. Like your focus right now is just on healing whatever patterns you've been going through. And right now with Venus in retrograde, it's probably a good idea to just, to lay low on the love side anyways. Yeah, you're just working on your vision for the future. I think you're just laying low, keeping to yourself. Laying low, keeping to yourself. I don't feel like you're worried about any love situation. Like you intuitively feel that it's just that's not important right now. Like intuitively, you're just following your intuition. Your intuition just telling you to focus on your empire. You know what I mean? Don't be chasing no booty. Don't be chasing no pussy. You know what I mean? Like just chill. You chill. And that's what you're doing. You're like, I'm a chill. I'm going to chill. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to work on my empire. Like you single Libras, like you're like, I don't care. Like I gotta make sure that I get myself right. I got to get myself right. Like I'm supposed to pour from my overflow, not from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give from an empty cup. You know what I mean? So if your cup ain't full, you don't feel fulfilled inside yourself. Like you got to work on that self, on that inner self. Don't be out there chasing. You ain't chasing. You ain't a chaser. I don't feel like you are though. You're like, no, just working on King of Pentacles. Working on my empire. You're just working on your empire and hermiting. Talking to God. listening to your intuition, doing your meditation, sage in your house, you know? You're like, love is the last thing that I care about right now. I don't care about no exes. I don't care about no nothing. Like, all I know is I don't know nothing and I don't give a fuck. Like, you're like, I don't give a fuck. That's not bad, though. I mean, it doesn't even feel like it's in a hateful way. You're just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool and all that. All right, let's find out. Oh, but you do have somebody that's watching you. If you've been cutting somebody off, you've been cutting people off left and right. It's like, oh, you're not on my team, you're in my way, boom, gone. You're not on my team, you're in my way, boom, gone. And whoever it is that you've been cutting out, they be watching you, they be stalking you. Ooh, unexplained body welts, bruises, and scratches. Are you fighting in your sleep? You might have astral wars with people or something. You're definitely doing a lot on the astral plane here. Pay attention to your dreams, Libra. Yeah, be careful of anyone from the past trying to enter your life. There is no readmission. You got to pay full price ticket at the door. Okay, you can't go out and go do whatever and then come back in. Like, nope. You're going to have to pay full price, buy a whole new ticket to be readmitted. Okay? Palo Santo. I saged my house so hardcore that I set off all the smoke detectors in my house. Like, my brother's a demon, so I can only sage whenever he's not here. So my brother left for an appointment today, and I straight saged the hell out of my house today. But Palo Santo, that's another good one. It smells delicious. Tap into your intuition. You already know who's been throwing some energy at you. All right. But don't send it back. Don't just return to sender. Send it back with love. And light is 444 right now. Send it back with love, light, and conscious understanding. Okay. That conscious understanding is super important, because if they don't know why what they're doing is wrong, you know what I mean? Then they're going to continue doing it. We need people to know why they shouldn't be doing that kind of shit. Not just, oh, well, you know, I shouldn't do that. Like, no, why should you not do that? Why is that a bad idea? You know, send that conscious understanding. Don't just return to sender. Return to sender with understanding, like conscious understanding, like help them understand. Please, universe, help them understand. Like, wake them up, help them understand, get them to know. Well, the person hating on you has narcissistic behavior. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. I mean, and that could be part of your close circle too. Sometimes your biggest haters are also your number one fans. You know, it's kind of like that double-edged sword. It's like they love to see you win, but they would really like to see you fail, because if you fail, that means that you're not going to leave them. You know, that means that you will still be available for them whenever they need you. So sometimes your number one fans are also your number one haters, right? All right, let's go on to Libra. Libras that just got into a relationship. Libras in a brand new relationship. Like, you just started seeing somebody. You know, you want to know what's good for the month of March. What's good for Libra for the month of March in a brand new relationship? Not committing, Hierophant in reverse. It could be a Taurus. Not committing, like you're not sure. You're just not sure about it. You don't want to be fully committed. You don't want to jump head first. You're not sure. Like, you want to make sure that there ain't no rocks down there at the bottom of that cliff that you ain't going to impale yourself on. You don't really see it as a victory. The six of wands in reverse. Like, you're having a hard time seeing this for the long run. All right. And if you don't see this for the long run, quit wasting your time. Quit wasting the other person's time. All right. Like, just be straight up with yourself and be straight up with the other person. Like, we ain't got no time to be fucking around like that. Like, if you honestly can't see yourself with this person for the future, then it's better to cut it off now. It's better sooner rather than later. All right. And being honest with yourself, that's the best thing that you could do for yourself and for this other person. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think you're being tested. All right. You're being tested to see if you're going to stick up for yourself. You're going to follow your intuition. Are you going to actually listen to what your feelings are saying? Or are you just going to go with the flow because, well, what if? Well, what if I'm wrong? Well, you're freaking not. Okay. Your body knows, your higher self knows, like you are always being guided and protected. And those feelings that you feel inside, those little intuitive nudges that like, I'm not so sure. You know what I mean? That shit's real. It's your higher self telling you like, hey, like you're better to cut ties now and jump ship than to let this keep progressing, because the longer you let it linger, the harder it's going to be, the tougher it's going to be, the more emotions that are attached to it. So it's better to just be straightforward with yourself and this other person. You're saving yourself both their time and your time. It's like you ain't lying to yourself, you ain't lying to them, you know. But you're like, well, what if I'm wrong? Like, I have fun with this person. Okay, cool. I have fun with this person. But you also don't see them for the long, like you don't see them in the long haul, So be at least honest with yourself about that and them. Okay. Be honest with yourself and them so that it doesn't turn into a disaster, so you don't have to try to figure out how you're going to escape this situation. Right? Just come clean. That's a coming clean card. The Seven of Swords in reverse is like telling the truth, coming clean, speaking your mind. So yeah, you have your options open. You're not 100% invested in this situation. Like you don't see it for the long haul. So honor that. Okay? Honor that. Make up your mind. Tell yourself the truth. Tell them the truth. Be honest with yourself. To thy own self be true. Okay? To thy own self be true. It's like you ain't got to worry about being the bad guy. The bad guy is the one that knows that they ain't in it for the long haul, but stay around anyways. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you rather be? I would rather be punched in the face with the lie, with the truth, than kissed with the lie any freaking day. And I think you're gonna have to do this with yourself, not only with yourself, but with this other person. And yeah, it might hurt their feelings, but in the long run, you're sparing them from being even more devastated later. The Nine of Cups. That's that freedom. That's that non-codependent. It's like you're not just hanging out with this person because you're codependent. That's how you are true to yourself. That's how you maintain that equilibrium, that emotional equilibrium. That's how you end up not codependent. A codependent is like, well, I'm going to hang out with them even though I know that this isn't going to work because I don't want to be by myself. All right. An independent person is like, nah, this ain't going to work. You know what I mean? I can already feel like my intuition is already telling me this isn't working. I need to honor myself. All right. And boom, you honor yourself. Even if it does hurt, sometimes the most like the truths, like the painful truths are the ones that we need to bring to the surface. Like we have a tendency to stuff those painful truths down, and then it just prolongs the inevitable. So don't prolong the inevitable. Like you already know that you don't see this in the future. You already know that y'all ain't clicking. So don't try to pretend that you do. All right. Because you're wasting your time. You're wasting theirs as well. All right. Libras that are in a relationship. What do we got for Libra in a relationship? Libra in a relationship. In a long-term committed relationship. Aw, 10 of Pentacles. It feels like you guys are very dependent on each other. With this Nine of Cups was the first card that came out. So you guys are very much like dependent on each other. So there's a little bit of codependency there. You guys are dependent on each other's energy. You're dependent on this person to be there for you. It's like there's a sense of dependency. But that's not necessarily like with the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles on the outer rim there, in the Chariot in the middle. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a bad thing. Like, not necessarily a bad thing. It's not to the point of, like, obsessive, It's a little bit, it's codependent on each other. You guys are dependent on each other. But there is long-term, that's long-term stability. Like, that 10 of Pentacles, that's legacy. That's tangible. Okay, like Pentacles are not lofty ideas. Like that's something that you could freaking sink your teeth into. Like this is the type of situation that like has a lot of meat behind it. Like you guys are really good at seeing each other's perspectives. Like you're really good at picking up on what they're throwing down. You guys work really well as a team for sure. Two of Pentacles. You guys work really well as a team, but there is one person definitely doesn't carry as much weight as the other. I don't know if that's with the chores or with responsibilities or like picking up the kids or doing whatever, but there's one person that doesn't carry as much weight or expects the other person to do more or something. And overall, there's a lot of meat and potatoes behind this relationship. Like there's a lot to sink your teeth into there. That 10 of Pentacles. And there has been like there are some wounds. There are some things that have been said that haven't quite healed. There are some past resentments. But what relationship, like there's not any relationship that's 100% of the time. Ain't no relationship perfect. There are definitely some insecurities. There is a little bit of a grudge being held between the two of you, but with that 10 of Pentacles being there, the 6 of Wands, you definitely could be dealing with a fire sign. There's a lot of wands on the table. I think you guys just need to be really, truly honest with each other, Because trust takes two sides. Like, not only do you have to trust somebody that you could tell them that what they're telling you is the truth, you got to be able to trust somebody that they can trust you with their truth, When you're in a long-term committed relationship, like y'all should be able to talk about whatever. You should be able to talk. You should be able to lay it all out on the table without worrying about walking on eggshells, without worrying about somebody being super impulsive or reckless, There's a little bit of impulsivity here. And somebody needs to come clean. Somebody needs to come clean with whatever truth they've been holding on to, whatever sort of resentment, and like let go of it, because you got what you got. You either try to talk it out, without yelling, without pointing fingers, because all you really can do in the long run is work on you. That's it. That's all you can do. You have no control over what this other person is doing. As much as you would like to try to have control over a situation or a person, is like you don't have no control over them. The only control you have is over yourself. So do what you can do. All right? And see if they follow suit. Y'all might be going through a spell of disharmony with the Sun card in the reverse here. But I mean, with the 10 of Pentacles, this is a long-term contract, long-term partnership. It needs some work though. This definitely needs some work. There needs to be some honesty, some honest communication between the two of you without finger pointing. It feels like you guys are going through a lull right now, but that's not going to last forever. There is hope in this situation, so don't lose hope, all right? It is workable for sure. There's a lot of meat potatoes in this relationship. Some you can sink your teeth into. All right. So those were the messages that I had for my team Libra. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way out and comment and subscribe. Say hello, and keep a lookout for my new website coming out. Like, I'm revamping my whole website. I'm going to put my tarot readings on it. It's going to have a newsletter. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff in there. So keep your eye out for that. We do have some fun things going on behind the scenes. It's not all completely Venus retrograde. Mwahaha. All right. Until next time, I love you guys. Be good to yourself and to others always and always. And thanks for being a part of the sanctuary. For real, beep, beep.